Dude, we just did a new intro.
Woo, woo. We're back.
Yeah, we're back. I don't know if we're better than ever, but we're definitely back.
Yes.
Welcome back, Johnny.
Yeah.
How you doing? Happy January 24th.
I'm doing good. What about you?
You know, I'm doing good. Look, I think we got a lot to talk about today.
So, first things first. You start off.
I feel like you had a lot of momentum going there, and then it kind of fizzled out real fast.
Yeah.
All right, first things first. So today's Wednesday. On Monday, we said goodbye.
Yes.
For not forever, just for a little time.
A little time, as in a year and 6 months.
To our I guess was she our first or second guest? We had Mary Beth. Was she before Aubrey?
Yes.
She was.
Yes.
Yeah. So we had our second guest, Aubrey. We said bon voyage.
Or how they say in Spanish.
Adios, pues, ciao, sayonara, beat it.
Or goodbye.
Or any one of those. You take your pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, we said goodbye to her. We dropped her off at the airport. Now, you know, she's flying international. She's flying from Vegas to Houston to Lima, Peru.
Yeah.
And so they tell you, hey, start your flight 3 hours early. And I'm one that, you know, if you're leaving at 6 a.m, I don't really want to be anywhere 3 hours before that.
Yeah. I would agree with you. Because waking up early is not really my thing.
And it's almost like, why even bother going to bed at that point?
Yeah, just do an all-nighter.
I didn't do an all-nighter. I went to bed at about 10 o'clock and got up at, 2:30, 2:45, something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
2:30. I broke the rules. Renee was like, we got to be there at 3 a.m. It has to be 3 hours early. Don't fight me on this. I'm like, all right, I'm setting the alarm.
Okay, lady.
She will listen, so you got to be careful what we say.
Sorry, Mom.
But anyway, so we showed up at the airport about 3:15, and what did we see?
We saw nothing, actually. No workers, no people.
There were some other passengers, but
not that much.
And definitely no workers.
Yeah, no workers.
And, you know, so they tell you to show up 3 hours before an international flight when the workers don't show up until 2 hours before the flight leaves.
Yeah. So, that means that they show up at 5 o'clock, if I'm doing my math right?
4 o'clock, you did your math wrong.
Oh, okay.
That's the new math. It's hard to do that new math. So that reminds me of a story. When I was, a few years ago, I had a buddy of mine getting married in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And so he, sent me an invite, and I'm like, you know what, man, he's a cool kid. I got to go support him. I'm going to go make a quick trip out of this.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. So got a flight, flew into Austin. I was going to be there for literally 24 hours.
Yeah.
So I was getting there at supposed to land at 10 o'clock at night, Austin time. And then my flight was leaving the next day at 7 o'clock.
Oh.
So super quick trip. And so I'm sitting at the airport and my flight to leave is delayed.
Ooh. Okay, I hate it. Sorry for my strong language. It's supposed to be a clean podcast.
Yeah, clean podcast. The word hate, we might have to put explicit content on this one.
Yeah, but I do not like it when flights are delayed.
Yeah, big pet peeve. I mean, it's the same thing like getting stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
It's out of your control. You're delayed. There's nothing you can do, and it's just very frustrating.
Since I can't drive, I don't really know what that's like.
But you've been in a car when it's been, crawling.
I have.
Yeah, so you know what it's like. All right, so anyway, I see, okay, I'm going to be delayed. There's kind of this tight window because the car rental place closes, and they were supposed to close an hour after I landed. Mm-hmm. So I thought, okay, I got time. And so I called that day, earlier in the day, I called the rental car place. I said, hey, I just want to make sure I'm flying in. I'm supposed to land at this time. I know you guys close at this time. Yeah. I want to make sure somebody's going to be there. What's your name? What's your reservation? Which airline? Which flight? Yep, we got it. Somebody's going to be here. Cool. Okay. And so I called them again later in the day to confirm again. Cool. Now the plane's delayed. So what do?
Call him.
Call him again. Yeah. Don't worry, Mr. Haldeman. Somebody's going to be there. We're going to take care of you. Cool.
Yeah.
So the plane's delayed. I arrive after the stated opening hours of the rental car place.
Oh,
Yeah, guess what happened?
they're closed.
They were closed. And so you show up and I'm like, I'm running out of that plane. I get there and I'm like, hello. And I'm like knocking on the door. There's like a door where it's like an employee place where maybe they can take breaks or something like that.
Yeah.
Nobody. And I'm like, I see a security guard like, hey, is anybody here? Nah, man, they're all gone. I'm like, are you serious? I was pretty upset. So what I was doing, I was staying at night at the buddy's house and he was out of town. So he couldn't like come and get me. And where I was going for the wedding, like I couldn't just get an Uber to the house because I was going to have to come back to get a rental car because the wedding was like off in the like some boonies area where it was like off the beaten path. Like you couldn't say, hey, Uber, take me here and then get out, get an Uber to pick you back up.
Yeah.
So what do you do in that situation?
I would probably ask the security guard to like, hey, can you let me in? I have a thing.
Nah, man, because here's the deal. Even if he gave you the keys to the car, you can't leave because the workers that would stay the other place, like they're gone. Like, so I can't even leave in a car if they gave me one. So here's what I did. So I'm like, all right, this sucks. So I got some benches and I kind of pushed them together. I'm thinking, okay, I'll sleep. Well, they don't turn the lights off and there's music playing. I'm like, this is really annoying. And so I'm like, well, let me just walk around, like see what's going on around here.
You're hobo.
Hobo Joe in there.
Yeah.
So I walked around and I see, these rental cars are not locked.
Oh,
They're not. So I went and I got in a van, laid that seat down, and I fell asleep. So I slept for about 4 hours in a rental car. And I woke up because I started hearing people coming into the airport to return their cars.
Yeah.
I got up and I was first in line and I was not a very happy camper.
Yeah.
They gave me an upgrade and a free rental.
That's nice.
Yeah, you know what would have been real nice?
If they came earlier.
If they would have just stayed.
Yeah.
And like they said, that they just stayed. But that's that. I mean, we're in the airport and that reminded me of that moment because we're there and we're like, well, Echo, where's all the workers at?
Yeah. That brings me to another story.
Oh, let's hear it.
So one time, me, you, and Ralph were in Kansas City, and we went to Imagine Dragons concert. It was awesome.
It was pretty epic.
And then
What was your favorite song that they played?
I don't really know. They're just all equally good.
Great show, like very entertaining.
Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. And so we're coming back. There's some supposedly storm, quote unquote. And
there's no storm.
yeah, no storm. So we have to land in Arizona, and we live here in Nevada. And so, remember what we did?
Yeah, I do. It was a lot of fun, actually. I mean, to me, when life gives you lemons, we made orange juice.
Yes, somehow.
I think that's how the saying goes. When life gives you lemons, throw them back, get some oranges, and have some orange juice.
Yeah. So, actually, I don't really understand that saying.
No, it's when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Yeah, but
There's nothing to do with orange juice.
But don't you need, like, sugar and water?
Yeah, but what it's saying is, like, all right, when life throws you a twist and it's not what you expected, then make the best of it, right? And so, yeah, you're going to have to put in some grit, some determination in order to make things better. Yeah, because lemon on its own is just tart. It's not good. But when you have that grit and determination, you can make it sweet.
So grit and determination is water and sugar?
Sure. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay. And so, yeah, we landed in Arizona, and we were, like, sitting there, and we were waiting for our flight to get back to Las Vegas.
And it was a delay of, like, 5 hours.
Yeah, and we're like, what are we supposed to do? And so...
Because we were supposed to land in Arizona, pick up some more passengers, drop some off, and then puddle hop over to Las Vegas.
Yeah. So that's not happening.
Not happening.
We're going to Taco Bell and a Diamondbacks game. And I have to say, it was pretty awesome.
And, shout out to Southwest. So what happened is, shout out on you guys for creating the situation. But so, we couldn't come home. They said, there's a weather incident. We had called Renee, hey, is any weather going on? She goes, no, it's sunny. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a little wind.
They were swimming outside.
They could have been. And so I go to Southwest ticket lady and said, look, our flight's not leaving until 9. We have this luggage. We want to go to a baseball game. What can we do? And so she put our bags on an earlier flight so we didn't have to worry about our luggage. then it caused a little bit of stress in my mind because I'm like, oh crap, now our bag is just sitting at the empty. Nobody's gonna grab it. It could get stolen. But yeah, then we took an Uber, went to a bougie Taco Bell. Talk about class.
Yeah, they had like 5 TVs there.
They did. They served alcohol, which is odd for a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But whatever. And so then we went to Taco Bell, and then we got some tickets, went to a Diamondbacks game.
Yeah. I remember coming back to the Southwest from that Diamondbacks game, and we were walking, and there was like a carriage, I think.
Yeah, they had I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, bikes that carry people around.
I didn't really understand that.
So they don't allow taxis and Ubers in that area, and so what they have is these. It's not a rickshaw. I can't remember what it's called. Doesn't matter. But they have people that have these bikes, and so they'll give you a ride, so that then you tip them or pay them for however far they take you,
okay.
and so they do that so that you don't have to, walk.
Okay.
It's a lazy thing. That brings me to our old man moments. Not yet brought to you by Old Spice.
Yes.
Okay, so we're dropping off Aubrey, right? We finally get the workers show up. We drop off. We check in her luggage.
Yeah.
We're walking her to security, and somebody said something funny. I've been battling this cold, and so I start coughing. And what happens? I tweak my back walking.
What?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like, I don't know, it's like a 4. But to just be coughing and then all of a sudden you're like, my back.
And then you fall on the ground.
I didn't fall on the ground. It was just like, this hurts. And so walking and it was just, made me, so that's why I didn't cry when she left.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, my back hurts. Why is my back hurting?
I think you were crying, but it was because of your back.
I didn't cry.
Yeah.
And here, look, judge us, condemn us, do whatever you got to do. We didn't cry.
Yeah. She already went to college. I mean, what's this difference?
Yeah, we love her.
Yeah, we sure do.
She cried a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I think she got mad that none of us were crying, so she stopped crying.
Yeah. And then we stood there for a good little bit, and we watched her walk away into the distance.
Yeah, and it's funny. So I didn't cry at all that day or that morning, and then later in the afternoon when we got a text from some random stranger that met her in the airport and told us that she's doing fine, I wept like a baby.
I think you are, baby.
Yeah, I could be. You could be right. Okay, bit of news for the week.
Oh, okay.
So it was announced on X, formerly known as Twitter, that Sports Illustrated is laying off the majority of their staff.
What?
So Sports Illustrated is something that was near and dear to my heart. Does the word Sports Illustrated, does that mean anything to you?
It means, yes.
What does it mean to you?
Whenever I sneak into your bathroom to use, do my business.
To use the bathroom?
Yeah. I read the magazines that are there, and this is very frustrating.
Yeah, so I've been a subscriber. I know most people don't get magazines. I'm a subscriber to Sports Illustrated. I've read it since I was a kid. I don't read a ton, but I do read those Sports Illustrateds.
Yeah.
I don't get the swimsuit issue. I don't know if you even knew there's a swimsuit issue.
There is?
Well, you didn't even know. So we don't. I opt out of that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, since I was a kid, I would read, I don't read books, but I would read Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
And anyway, I've kind of fallen back where I don't read it as much. It used to be a weekly magazine. Now it's like once a month. And I'm like, come on, you guys are getting lazy on me. And
yeah.
I just felt like the content wasn't as good. And so I got this notice in the email that my subscription was coming to an end and that it would auto-renew.
Oh.
So like a week ago, I logged in, and I canceled my subscription. And 2 days later, is that a coincidence? 2 days later, there's a tweet coming out that they're laying off the majority of their staff.
Well, okay, what does that even really mean? I mean, they're letting most of their staff go.
That means they're going to be skeleton crew. It means they're probably going to be online only. That means they're going to probably cut back on what they do. It means they're not going to be near as good as what they used to be.
Why would you do this as a company? I don't understand.
Well, we'll have a business lesson at a later time. We'll save that for a podcast on a different show because that'll be boring for this one. But basically, they see that they're not making money, so they got to find a way to figure out how to try to make money, or they're going out of business. But I was the straw that broke the camel's back.
You were?
Yeah, I canceled, and then they're closing shop.
They're like, oh, Josh canceled? Oh, nope, you're out.
This guy, he's been reading us for however many years,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, I have a story.
Let's hear it.
So on Monday, we had a staff development day, and me and my friends have been planning to do the gallon challenge. And those of you that do not know what that is, it is basically you drink a gallon of milk within 1 hour. And for some of you, that's like, oh, that's lightweight. It is not lightweight. It is more of extreme heavyweight.
And you know what I'd say? To those of you who say that's lightweight, and this kid, he's just a kid, he doesn't know what he's doing, what I would say is, you're right. He's lightweight, and so just go ahead and do it. Do it yourself, because it's so easy. So tell us the rules of the gallon challenge.
So you have 1 hour to drink a full entire gallon of milk.
Now, does it matter if it's skim milk, whole milk, 1%, 2%?
It has to be whatever milk you want, I guess.
So it can be, whole milk would be a little thicker, skim milk would be a little thinner, whatever. But it's all right. So you got an hour to drink a gallon of milk.
So me and my friends have been planning this for a little bit, and I was just like, okay, we were like, okay, we're gonna do it this day. And then my friend Rio's like, I gotta get my liner on my, whatever that thing is called.
I bought milk for this, I feel like it was 3 months ago.
Kind of was. Because we drank it. We drank it the day before it expired.
All right, so it wasn't really 3 months. Maybe it was 2 weeks.
Yeah. So we're drinking this milk, and I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts. And their stomachs are hurting them too. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to be done with this. So I start chugging. And I'm like, my intention is not to finish the milk. It's to throw up all the milk that I've drinking. And so I'm like, oh, crap, I'm going to throw up. And so I'm like, Rio, get a video. And I'm coming over, and I throw up a little bit, and then he's like, oh, is that it? And no, I'm like, no, turn the video back on. And so he turns it back on, and I'm like, bleh, bleh.
Oh, gross, man. I saw that video. It was nasty.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty. And so then they're like, you know what? I don't really want to throw up. I don't want to throw up that. And so they're like, it's like 20 minutes left, and they barely drink any milk for the last 20 minutes. I'm like, why are you guys slacking off? There's a cash prize in this. And, yeah.
So how much milk did you drink before you chucked it up?
I'd probably say, a little bit lower than half.
Okay. So that's kind of lightweight. The audience right now, they're judging you. It's really just a little more than half. I could easily drink a gallon of milk in 5 minutes, no problem.
Try it.
And all right, so your friends that were doing it with you, how much milk did they drink?
So, my friend Russell, he drank a little, I think he drank half. And then Rio, he drank about 3/4, I think. And they both...
Dude, 3/4, and he didn't throw up. He held it in?
Yeah.
He just dealt with the bubble gut?
Diarrhea.
Oh, he had cha-cha?
Yeah.
Sorry, Rio.
Explosive diarrhea. He's going to need a new toilet.
Okay, that reminded me of a story that I heard today.
Yeah?
But I'm not going to tell it. What we're probably going to do is we're going to try to get this guy on the podcast at some point and get him to tell a story.
Have you seen the new movie Constipation?
I haven't.
Oh, my bad. It hasn't come out yet.
That's our dad joke of the moment.
So...
Brought to you by Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Or not really.
So, I guess Rio's mom wasn't really thinking that he was going to do the gallon challenge, so she was a little angry when she figured out that he did it. And, Rio was telling me at school today, he's like, my mom was about to call your mom right then and there.
Yeah, we'd be like, yeah, we bought the milk for it.
I didn't know they were going to drink it, though.
Yeah, are we bad influences? Am I a bad parent for enabling you to do the gallon challenge?
No.
I've never done the gallon challenge. I had friends in college that would do it all the time.
Yeah.
But what they did, they didn't want to do the milk. And so I don't know if you ever had these. When I was a kid, there was these generic, crappy, hardly flavored juices that they would give you out in elementary school. Oh. So there'd be like red and that'd be fruit punch, and there'd be green and that'd be lime or something. I don't know. Yeah. So there's every color of the rainbow, they'd have one of these juices.
Yeah.
So these guys, they went to like Walmart or wherever, they bought these crappy juices. And the reason they did that is because they knew that when they threw up, they wanted it to be colorful. And so that's what they did. They would just, it's all green just flying out, or yellow, or orange and blue. And they had a good time with it. I despise throwing up so much that I will do almost anything to fight throwing up, even though I know I'm going to feel better afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so while you were telling that story, I almost interrupted you. I'm glad I didn't, because I did remember. We got to do a shout out this week.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently we got our candles made.
Oh, yeah, we did. I am so happy for these candles.
Yeah, super cool. We're not just big in Vegas.
Yeah,
we're big in Idaho as well. Big Idaho following.
Worldwide now.
I mean, I don't know if we're ready to go worldwide, because according to the analytics, we're actually just the United States.
Oh.
But shout out to my cousin Heather. And, appreciate the listen there. It's a big deal. We really like it a lot.
And also a shout out to William, who is her son, who's also my age.
Yeah, so it's like one of those, I don't know if it's my cousin's kid, so I don't know what that makes you guys.
Yeah, I don't really know the math of cousins either.
But, I mean, anyway, so what you ought to do is, hey, William, when you're in town, if you come in town over the summer, there's a swimming pool in our backyard, has your name on it.
Well, I don't think it has your specific name on it, but it's calling out your name.
It's William, get in here!
I think it's time to tell our audience that we are sponsored by Doc R. Haldeman, LLC. She does practicing Oriental medicine at Renaissance Health Center, focusing on acupuncture and herbs.
That's herbs, buddy. It's a silent H. Do I need to take this over?
No, I got it.
All right.
Go see Dr. Haldeman for any health needs, and especially women's health, mental health, stress management, addiction recovery, and PTSD. Acupuncture works by moving energy. It activates the pre-move-vascular system. Look that up. Or go see Dr. Haldeman at Renaissance Health Center.
That's the primo-vascular system.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
Something else happened this week. I got a text. I got a very interesting text. And, I just need to talk about that for a second. Okay, so, every now and then you just get these random texts. Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Oh, I do.
Okay, so I got this random text that says, "Hey, Johnson, I heard you went to Burma to buy a batch of rough stones. Don't forget to tell me when you open the stone. I'm going to take a friend over to pick 2 pieces of jade to make a bracelet signed Unia."
Ooh.
So look, obviously there's a relationship kind of here. It can't be that big of a relationship because, one, it's the wrong number.
Yeah, I think it might be,
I don't feel like this is a spam one, and I'll let you know as we go on, right? And then she puts her name at the end of it. So obviously it's somebody that maybe I met, but I don't have her name saved in my contacts. So she has to let me know that, hey, it's Unia, and so that's why I'm telling you.
I think I know what this is. So your full first name is Joshua.
No, it's let me go in here.
Oh.
Well, let's finish this and then we can make the connections.
Okay.
All right. So I reply because look, I've sent texts to the wrong people sometimes, and you're like, why isn't this person responding to me? So I decided, I'm going to be the nice guy. I'm busy. This is the middle of my day, but I'm going to respond to this. And so I said, I think you have the wrong number, but good luck with the stones. Sounds awesome. Right? So hey, It's not me.
Yeah.
You got the wrong person. I'm not Johnson. You fat fingered something. Johnson gave you the wrong number. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. And then she replies, "You're not Johnson?"
Yeah.
Now, I think if this was me, I would read the text that was sent that says, "I think you have the wrong number."
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like. She's double checking, like short memory term, like.
Or maybe like I should have been more clear, like I'm not Johnson.
I am definitely 100%, 1,000.
So
Johnson.
she replies, "You're not Johnson." Then I say back, "Nah, man, my name definitely isn't Johnson."
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that should be the end of it. It should be like if there's any reply, it should just be like "my bad."
Yeah.
But really, just it should end at this moment.
Yeah.
And so she replies, "Oh, I'm sorry. Please give me a minute. I need to check your number."
Okay, one sec. I think it's kind of funny. Like, maybe Johnson gave her this number, and he's like, "Oh, here's my number." And then,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like, listen here, Unia, I'm not Johnson.
Yeah.
I've clearly established, I don't need any more information out of you. I don't need you to tell me what you're going to do, what you're working on. I don't care.
Yeah. I just,
So, at this point now I'm irritated, and so snarky Josh steps in. My New Year's resolution of not being sarcastic goes away, and this is what I reply. I reply, "Ha ha ha, you got me. I'm just messing with you. Come down and get that jade stone. Should be opening at around 6 p.m. You're the best, Unia," with lots of exclamation points.
oh. So, you are Johnson?
I'd like to now be referred to as Johnson, yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm thinking right now?
What?
I need to send Unia a text and ask her for jade stone pictures.
Oh.
Because obviously, I mean, look, I don't know what you can get in Burma that you can make these jade stone necklaces or bracelets or whatever. This sounds kind of cool. Maybe we need to go to Burma.
Maybe. I don't even know where that is, but we should.
Honestly, I don't know where it's at either. I think it's an island.
Oh.
It's not Birmingham, Alabama. It's definitely different than that.
Sweet home Alabama.
Ba-ba-na-ba-na-ba-na.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Maybe this was actually, like, the right person, but she just, instead of typing in Joshua, she typed in Johnson.
Yeah, but see, again, I don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
And I definitely am not into going to Burma to get jade stones.
Huh.
So it's a mystery. It's like the red light mystery on Torrey Street. This is now the Burma Jadestone Unia Johnson mystery. And I will, when we are done with this podcast, I will send her a text asking for a follow up because it'd be kind of cool.
Okay. I also have something funny. So, like a lot of I and a bunch of other people at my school.
You just burped.
Sorry. we got this text and it's like, please send me your address because your UPS thing wasn't going through correctly.
I hope you sent them our address. I'd hate for us to not get a package delivered.
Maybe the president's address. No, so I was just, I don't really know. I don't remember what I did. But my teacher got this message, and it was like middle.
Don't tell me she fell for it.
Okay, middle of class, and she's like, she reads it out loud to the whole class, and we're all like, okay, that's just a scam. Just don't reply to it. Just like block them. And she's like, but I don't order on Amazon. I don't order on UPS. I order on Amazon. And then she's like, now I'm gonna have to send them my address and sort it all.
Come on, seriously?
I'm like, wait, what?
So did she do it?
I'm not sure, but we're like, teacher, this is a scam. Don't do this. And I don't really know what happened next.
Okay, we need a follow up on that for next week. So look, I work at a financial institution, and we send out stuff all the time about scams. We won't ask you for passwords, and all the time, people give up their login, their password on their online banking, and they lose thousands of dollars. And it's like, don't ever give anybody your password. Yeah. Don't ever do it.
Just a bad mistake.
And if you're really being bamboozled, say, you know what, let me hang up. I'm going to call you back, and then call the number on the back of your debit card
Yeah.
and get it resolved. There's that public service announcement is brought to you by
Partying.
partying. You have to be responsible as an adult, but not when you're partying.
Yeah.
Have a good time. I think that sponsorship is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what partying is. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know how you make money from partying. But
I think we're on the different pages. You're thinking like partying, like woo woo. I'm thinking parting.
oh, like Moses in the Red Sea.
Yes.
Okay.
This helps you. This company helps you part your hair.
Like that Far Side comic we saw the other day.
Yeah.
All right, I think this is a good time to stop. Hey, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Look, here's
Thank
the
you.
deal. If you're a listener, if you made it this far, we love you, and you obviously love us.
Yes.
We you might even are a cat lover.
Yeah. And if you're a cat lover, we are sorry for the things we said in the first episode, and we remove them, and we welcome you greatly.
Yeah, we're happy to have you as a listener. Cat lover, dog lover,
Squirrel lover.
squirrel lover, all lovers, right? We're
Yes.
here to welcome you, and so thanks for listening. Here's the deal: we need you to promote us, right? We need put something on your social media.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. Tell your enemies.
Yeah. Tell everybody. And, like, tell your enemies, like, hey, try to listen to this podcast.
Yeah, this is going to waste your time. Anyway, we're going to keep trying to do better. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
We'll see you later.
All right, peace out.
Bye.